Hey all, Steve from GuitarNiche here. So I'm working away on this PVJ F1EX, and I noticed that the neck pickup here, it's kind of funky. It doesn't necessarily want to sit pretty. It always sits at an angle, if you can see this here. Okay, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a little trick to get a pickup in this kind of situation to level out a little better. The bridge one here, it's fine, but this one has a bit of an issue. It's not interfering with any of the surfaces inside here. So anyway, we'll get at it. And I will say this, it is decidedly low tech and extremely simple. So I'm just taking out the screws here. I'll place that aside. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. I'm just gonna put a little kink about midpoint in this screw. Now that's very slight. It's really, really slight. This is, these are, as typical offshore makes or stuff. The metal itself is fairly soft, so I knew that kind of going in. And I'll do it with the other one. Give that a little tweak. Again, very, very, very slight little bend in that. I'll put this back together. I'll keep that aside so it doesn't bounce and wind up in China or some other far, far, far away part of the world. Sorry, I just got to get my tool here for bringing stuff out. Yeah, as a tip, this is just a little jeweler's screw that I put it's just a tiny little kink, or not a kink, but a little curve on the end. Comes in handy for all sorts of things. Anyway, so I got this out. Get this out of the way. Make sure the pickup surround is oriented properly. And I'll just give this a start. Luckily, these types of springs and systems are fairly easy to deal with. Some of them, like like typical Gibson stuff, super long springs. You got to compress the crap out of them, and that's a pain in the butt. But anyway, it does get done. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. If I can just get it started. Bob's your uncle, as they say. Come on, you can do it. There we go. All we need is just a little bit of grip and we're good. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this well underway here. I might have to take them out again to reapply the kink, but if you're watching, which I assume you are, you'll notice that the pickup actually, it walks around a little bit. It's just slight, but it's actually enough to, there you go, to get it to sit pretty. And I'll adjust that, of course, once we get it nailed down into the guitar with the right height in the strings and stuff like that. But just that one little thing. Sometimes you can do it with just one side, right? But I'll illustrate this a little bit better. The action of what that slight little kink does. You see how it just walks around a little bit? And that can be enough to get the plate to move, or the bridge and the pickup surround to kind of come together the way you want them. Anyway, that's the trick, and we'll carry on and address the next issue. Okay? Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.